Lady, turning out incredible movies, including the latest one, an animated feature called The Book of Life. Please welcome, who some people say is my doppelganger, Zoe Saldana. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
It's so fun seeing this side by side. I'll have to tweet you a picture so you can see this. I get it all the time. You look just like her. So we'll see how that goes. But tell me about this incredible movie.
Or I look just like you.
Or there's that. Well, hey, listen, I am a little bit older, so that works too. But tell me about The Book of Life. We saw this preview several months ago in the movie theater with my two kids. The colors, the storyline, it's so exciting. Tell me about The Book of Life.
God, I'm so happy for this movie and so proud of it. It's a movie that celebrates life, and it's about honoring those that have been there before you by remembering them, but also celebrating what you have today and looking forward to the future. You know, and it centers on three friends, Manolo, Joaquin, and Maria, and they're outspoken, and they know exactly who they are, but they want to really please their families and not let down their community while trying to find their own path in life, and then accidentally they just happen to fall in love with each other. So that presents kind of like a dynamic and a challenge between all three friends, because now you have two boys competing for the attention and the affection of one girl who's super feisty, and she can beat them both up.
She's very strong. She's a very strong character. She's not dealing with any of the okie doke out of these two, right? But I love how this movie really celebrates Latino heritage. I love the colors. Reminds me very much of Dia de los Muertos. So what can you tell me about some of the things that we're going to see in the movie?
Well, aesthetically, it'll give you a beautiful glimpse of an old Mexican tradition that has been celebrated for, I mean, maybe centuries in Mexico. And but it's set upon a beautiful palette of universal subjects, such as death and life and friendship and love, that you kind of walk out wanting to know a little bit more about Day of the Dead, because it's just so colorful and beautiful, and wanting to celebrate your loved ones in the same way they do. So I almost feel like it's a win-win. And Guillermo del Toro was so beautiful in wanting to godfather Jorge Gutierrez to direct this movie, because this really came from his little brilliant mind. And you should have been there the day that he was sort of pitching the movie and telling me about it and why he wanted me to be a part of it. It was just like the first sentence, you know, from the first sentence that came out of his mouth, he was just like, this movie is going to celebrate life and honor those before us. I was already like, that's it, I'm in. And then I started to see reference pictures of how beautiful it was going to look, and I thought, my God, I want the world that we live in to be this colorful. It was really beautiful.
Well, and of course, Zoe, you know, I've been a fan since Center Stage, and Eva Rodriguez came out and did her ballet. I liked Crossroads, you know, and so we're at this point now where you've really come full circle. I mean, you are a superstar. You're getting ready to be a mom. How important is doing a movie like this, knowing you're getting ready to venture into that next part of your life?
I think, you know, as an adult and as a person that's in filmmaking business, as an actor, I think it's a very intelligent, meticulous step to do, because that means that you'll be cool in the eyes of, like, your kids. You know, you can do a whole bunch of other movies, and you just, you know, you look at your kids. I have a niece and a nephew who are my toughest critics, and they're 11 and 12, and I go, how was that? And they're like, it's okay. You know, but you do something like Book of Life, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It was so awesome. I can't wait to go to the premiere. And you're kind of like, okay, I just bought a couple more years of coolness in them. You know, it feels really cool.
Well, I cannot wait to take my kids. It's been such a pleasure speaking with you this morning. And good luck with those babies.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Zoe. The Book of Life opens in theaters nationwide tomorrow. For showtimes and tickets, head to thebroadcasttv.com and click on today's links. We'll be right back with more of the broadcast.